The rain had picked up and he regretted not bringing a coat or umbrella. The tree offered some shelter, but he was already soaked and couldn't get any wetter. He chuckled to himself, wetter. He pulled his arms around himself in an attempt to warm up a little bit. He glanced up at the window, trying to see through the water trickling down into his eyes. Their bedroom light was still on. Once in a while, a shadow would pass by the window. Part of him wished he could see inside their bedroom. The other part acknowledges that would be a perv thing to do, so he stood under a tree in the rain. A bright flash of lightning followed closely by a boom that almost knocked him to his knees. Daniel steadied himself, looking around cautiously. A voice behind him caused him to jump, but he quickly recovered. I thought that might have been you, Steve. Why do you insist on calling me Steve when you know what I am to be called? Ha ha ha. You forget who's older, Ezekiel. I knew you before you were you, Stephen. Why are you here? Shouldn't you be off with the other angels doing angel stuff? You were one of us, Daniel, and... Let me stop you right there before you get all preachy on me. You're not about to tell me my story, are you? No. Daniel, the reason I'm here is we need your help. Well, whatever it is, we'll have to wait a while. As you can see, I'm kind of busy. Ezekiel let out a sigh and rested his hand on Daniel's shoulder. They were instantly transported to an undisclosed location into a conference room. The room was full of angels of every rank. Daniel looked around at the many familiar faces and a lot of new ones. Daniel's curiosity about why he was brought here didn't let Steve off the hook. Look, I was onto something very important. So take me back. Before Ezekiel could say anything, a voice called from across the room. Daniel, over here. Jesus was standing in front of a table with papers strewn around. As Daniel approached the table, Jesus came around and took his hand. As Jesus led him around the table, he thanked him for coming. Not that I had a choice, he replied, shooting Ezekiel a look that said everything he couldn't say out loud. Ezekiel turned away with a smirk on his face. Daniel, we have a crisis on our hands and we need your help. I don't know how I could be of any help. I'm no longer one of the elite. I'm familiar with your status and you can be reinstated. Wait, what? You mean to tell me that there was a way for me to get my wings back and it was withheld? You didn't leave on the best of terms, remember? I remember. What was my crime again? We don't have to go there, do we? It doesn't matter anyway, she's moved on. Jesus put his arms around him. Come on, big guy, bring it in. Really? This is what we're doing now? Jesus let him go, laughing with some of the angels joining in. Ha 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 ha. You guys got jokes, huh? All kidding aside, I'm sorry you lost your love and your wings. I can only give you one back. Daniel was silent. The mention of his love, Angela. I know, right? An angel falling in love with a human named Angela. He thought God gave him a clear sign. Unfortunately, he didn't read the sign. When they were found out, let's just say some feathers were ruffled. Which brings us here, an angel with a broken heart and no wings. Now I'm back here and they say they need my help. What the hell, might as well. Okay, Jesus. What do you need? Jesus' tone took on a more serious one as he filled Daniel in. We need you to go to hell and bring someone back. Come again? Daniel blurted out. Jesus raised an eyebrow. We wouldn't ask you for help. We know about your raids into the underworld. You're the only one who can come and go freely. We know everything. All of your business dealings and contacts. Okay. Enough with the soft sell and tell me who it is I'm supposed to get. Her name is Mary. Daniel shot Jesus a look. It's just a coincidence, a lot like you and Angela. Daniel gave Jesus an angry look. Sorry about that, but you get what I mean. Daniel thought he was free of shackles that held his heart and kept it from beating. Beat it did, and each faint beat kept the embers of love burning. Maybe it will always feel that way. These thoughts were not a luxury he could afford to have. He brought his attention back to what was before him. Jesus couldn't tell him a whole lot, her description and repeating how important she is. She was sent there by accident. Her presence there disrupts the balance was all he had to work with. I guess I'd better get started, Daniel said as he turned to leave. Let the adventure begin.